Have you ever wondered what happens when two brilliant stars are destined to share the same sky, but only one is allowed to shine? Today, we're diving deep into a story that explores this very question, a tale of love, ambition, and the silent war between ego and heart. This is the story of Abhimaan, meet Sabir Kumar, a young, charismatic singer standing at the peak of his career. The world is at his feet. Applause follows him everywhere, and he believes his voice is the only one that truly matters. He's not just a singer, he is the song. Every standing ovation, every fan's cheer fuels his confidence, building a fortress of pride around him. To him, music isn't just a passion, it's his kingdom, and he is its undisputed king. Then, life introduces a new melody. He travels to a small village and hears a voice that doesn't scream for attention but flows like a gentle river. It's pure, soulful, and carries a quiet magic. This voice belongs to Uma. She is simple, graceful, and completely unaware of the extraordinary gifts she possesses. For her, singing is like breathing, a natural expression of her soul. Sabir is instantly captivated, not just by her voice, but by her innocence. He sees a raw, untapped talent, and, perhaps for the first time, feels a connection that goes beyond the stage. Love blossoms between them, a beautiful harmony of two distinct melodies. He convinces her to marry him and move to the city, promising her a life filled with music and togetherness. Their marriage feels like the perfect composition, and their home becomes a sanctuary of notes and rhythms. They sing together, create together, and for a fleeting moment, life is a perfect duet. But as the saying goes, the brightest lights often cast the darkest shadows. Sabir, wanting to share his world with Uma, encourages her to sing professionally. He introduces her to his producers, his audience, his stage. And what happens next, no one, least of all Sabir, could have predicted. Uma's voice, once a hidden gem, is now polished for the world to see. Her songs resonate with people in a way that is profound and deeply moving. She isn't just a good singer. She's a phenomenon. Her records start outselling his. The applause for her grows louder than his own. The spotlight that once belonged solely to Sabir now shifts, illuminating Uma in all her glory. Suddenly, the man who brought her into this world finds himself standing in her shadow. What should have been a moment of shared joy, of a husband's pride in his wife's success, slowly begins to sour. His confidence, once his greatest asset, becomes his heaviest burden. The applause that once united them now starts to create a deafening silence between them. Every compliment for Uma feels like a criticism of him. Her success, which he helped orchestrate, now feels like a personal failure. Insecurity, like a venomous vine, begins to wrap itself around his heart, choking the love that once flourished there. He starts seeing her not as his wife, but as his rival. The duets stop. The shared laughter fades. Their home, once filled with the sweet sounds of music, becomes an arena for a silent, bitter competition. Sabir, blinded by his wounded pride, starts to pull away. He becomes cold, distant, and resentful. He can't celebrate her victories because he sees them as his own defeats. He forgets that it was his love that brought her to the stage, his belief that gave her wings. He only sees the flight, not the push he gave. The man who once adored her voice now can't bear to hear it praised. And what about Uma? She is caught in a heartbreaking paradox. The very talent that her husband nurtured is now destroying their love. She sees the pain and jealousy in his eyes, but doesn't know how to fix it. How do you apologize for being successful? How do you dim your own light so someone else can feel bright? She chooses silence. She endures the emotional distance, the unspoken accusations, and the growing coldness. Her pain is immense, a sorrow so deep that even her beautiful voice cannot express it. She is winning the world but losing her husband, and the cost feels unbearable. This is the central tragedy of Abhimaan. It shows us how ego can be a destructive force, capable of turning love into a battlefield. Sabir's pride doesn't allow him to be the supportive partner he once was. He forgets the fundamental truth of love. It's not a competition. It's a partnership. It's about celebrating each other's strengths, not competing with them. His identity was so wrapped up in being the star that he could unhandle sharing the sky. The film takes a dramatic turn that forces Sabir to confront the man he has become. A tragedy strikes, pushing them to the brink. And in that devastating moment of potential loss, the fog of ego finally begins to clear. He is forced to look beyond the charts, the awards, and the applause and see what truly matters. The woman he loves, the life they built, the harmony they lost. He realizes that his jealousy was a poison of his own making. True victory isn't found on a stage, under the glare of spotlights, or in the thunder of applause. True victory lies in the heart's ability to love unconditionally, to celebrate another's success as your own, and to find joy in their happiness. To love someone deeply, you must first conquer your own ego. In the end, Sabir understands that his greatest composition was never a song, but the love he shared with Uma. And to restore that harmony, he has to be the one to orchestrate the reconciliation, to heal the wounds his pride inflicted. Abhimaan is more than just a classic film. It's a timeless and profound lesson on human relationships. It reminds us that in any partnership, whether in love or life, pride can be the most dangerous enemy. When love and pride collide, the only thing that can save the harmony is humility. It teaches us to be happy for our loved one's success and to remember that their win is our win too. Because true love doesn't keep score. What did you think of this story? Have you ever seen a situation where ego got in the way of a beautiful relationship? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more deep dives into timeless stories. See you in the next video.